we're working on issue 2 right now, and there is a I'm gonna say there's a nightmare sequence that happens in issue 2, and we're basically just saying, here you go, Ben. Like, make it scary. You're like, we don't.
That's awesome.
Like a 1 or 2 page nightmare sequence. Thank you for everything you do for us. Make this scary, please.
You know, but you know, like with very specific direction too. Yeah. Like, hey, we're thinking that because Ben, he just can't do random.
She's not going to be giving a speech, you know, at a spelling bee or something. She's got it's got to be like an actual, you know, relevant nightmare. So yeah, there are guidelines, but
that's like storyboarding. So now we're not just writing a narrative that you need to be able to read and follow and have it make sense and be scary at the, you know, if it works. But now it's like we're having to tell narratives through art, and we're not artists. And every time Ben does something, we're like, oh wow, we shouldn't have spent that much time trying to figure out how it's going to look on the page. That's actually probably been one of the most enlightening parts of it, is that we can trust in Ben to take the dialogue and do the perspective from an angle so that it works. And that timing, you get lost in it. I bought these books that like have blank squares in them, so you can kind of map out panels, like, you know, like a lot of people have to do when they're mapping out their comic books. A lot of people just pay artists and say, hey, this is what I need, draw it just like this. Like, fortunately for Ben, or for us having Ben, we're able to kind of go back and forth and test things out and save some of that time, because we're new at this and we're not artists, and he's a living legend. Like, we shouldn't be the one telling him what to do.
Feels very weird.
It feels weird, but
Who the hell are we?
But it's working to our advantage, I think, because the book is coming out way better than I could have hoped, I think.
Yeah, I know writing issue 2, at least, we're kind of stepping back and going like, we don't have to stress so much. This is an artist thing. Let's write this dialogue. Let's get the things we need to on the page, and trust our team to kind of take the rest. And issue 1, we didn't really know that much at that point. Yeah. But once we started getting final art back from Ben, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, no, we don't have to worry so much. We got a good crew with us.
Yeah.
I was saying, speaking of artwork, we oh, sorry, go ahead, Dan.
Well, I was just gonna say, just a quick comment. That's the beauty of comics. You're letting, a lot of the time you can just allow the art to tell the story instead of so much dialogue being on the page. So yeah, Ben seems like he's got a handle of it. So can't wait to see those panels.
Me too.